There's not enough of us to say, wake up, America, stop causing wars. Stop allowing politicians in Washington to steal, kill, and destroy. Stop going to the churches where the preachers are fucking your wife, stealing your money, lying to you, going with P. Diddy or whatever the shit, sex parties and all this. Wake up. Stop being such a yielded vessel of evil. Huh? There's not enough of us that come together and make a difference. It's because of us these children are missing. Thousands. And I'm just focusing on the Philippines for now. I'm casually mentioning other people, nationalities, because the Philippines has an affinity for America. Oh, I'd love to live there. Bullshit. Anywhere you go in the world, there's fake people. Fake government, fake reality, fake church, fake religion, fake faith, fake way, fake everything. Huh? They walk around a fucking block like some ants. All they're doing is keeping the spell bound on humanity. Because of the huddled masses of assholes and idiots and people like me that don't have a fucking idea how to organize real people to make a real difference. The thing is, the truth sets you free. That's a fact. But it's got to be the truth. It can't be a fucking lie. You can't stand and make a difference and be powerful and be a good example and just by your intention change lives. You can't if you fake as fuck. Now, what's sad to say is people who claim to have some type of wise way of life or spiritual connection or freedom are fucked up. Because you know what? If you have any kind of anointing, genetic bloodline ties to the, whatever, you're not going to be participating in anything in this world other than an example. A way out. A way out of our lies. A way out of our suffering. A way out of our co-creative jail mentality, death mentality, enslavement methodologies. If you don't represent you, personifying no connection to anything but you, your higher cause, fuck you. Because you're useless. You're a piece of shit. Piece of shit. A big piece of shit, too. Because when you get on the scale of knowledge and esoteric shit, the higher and further away you get from this reality right now, the more potential you have to be more useless. Because it seems like all the people who have a conscious awareness, all the people who have a vibrant, very poignant ability to research and excel in ancient ways, they seem to be the ones that should be at the front line standing next to me with an open mind saying, okay, if all of humanity is haphazardly serving a god called money, we should be excelling to be reversing that law of attraction. The consumers, we should be teaching them to produce. See, that's something some ancient powers that are living now. See, I'm an immortal soul. All of you are. But I have identified past lives that qualify what I'm saying. And I don't give a fuck what you say. Because I'm not trying to make you worship me or nothing. I'm trying to get the attention of certain people. In this construct, in what we're doing right now, what keeps us from changing and collectively moving in a good direction is our inability to stop, see with clarity, think with wise discernment, and respond together. Problem, reaction, solution. See, we create the fucking problems because we think we have the answers and the solutions because of our economic, educational, spiritual, ethnic, I don't know. But the whole construct is designed to keep you stuck in a perpetual state of stupid, and you will always be reinventing, researching, looking for something different, something in this construct to give you a variation of different solution. But you'll never see the forest for the trees. You're stuck and lost. You're buried above your head in shit, and you have no idea because you haven't stopped long enough to really get your feet and your foundation faced in the direction to break out. Break out of this moment. Not climb a tree, walk a line, fly, disappear. I don't know, not eat. Breathe just air, not breathe. Location, location, location. Choice, choice, choice. When are we going to recognize what the fuck we're doing and what we're not doing? Huh? Because I promise you, what we're not doing is coming together and saying, hey, it's rough right now. We got to find a way out of this shit. And the only way we can do it is by changing ourselves. Because a true, immortal, spiritual person of ascension will identify their participation in this matrix of bullshit, and they will reverse everything in their life to make more value of themselves for this construct. Because you're a co-creator, you son of a bitch. You are part of the problem, you motherfucking whore. You are the biggest issue. You useless goddamn creation. Now, I already know that about myself. I already know that I'm not doing a goddamn thing above complaining, crying, and suffering. But you know what? I'm right at the door. Because I've created the goddamn way out. Social fidelity. Fuckheads. Being vibrant. Being an example. Creating a way to reverse consumerism and produce results. That's come at a price. I have been ridiculed. I have been insulted. I have been tortured, basically. I have been in the presence of greatness for over a year sometimes. And never at one time have I been approached and anyone say, hey man, how can we do this together? How can we make this happen? How can we go past you just telling me and showing me and everything? I've had the universe open doors to bring people in my life that are like me. It's corralled, being funneled into the opportunity. But you know what? You can lead them to the water, but you can't make them drink. You can give them the information to save their ass, but they're not. Because they're too stuck on the money, they're too stuck on the power, they're too stuck on the bullshit, they're cowards, they don't give a fuck about the moment. Some of them even have a goddamn dissertation about the moment. Well, hi. How are you? What's going on? Other than your children being stolen. You know, not like you guys have an organized plan. Every day, every night, more and more and more. Well, there's a lot of Sarah pride going on. If you would have been a nation of wisdom, you would have elected Sarah, and you would not have allowed Bong Bong in the Malacanang. Gago. That's more important than your politics. That's more important than your president. You understand? And your vice president. It's your children. Let's make joke, happy time, you know. I'm disgusted with you. I don't care how you feel about me. I don't care. You don't listen. You're not teachable. You don't care about nothing other than the same repetitive bullshit behavior that you're indoctrinated to be. Orakan. Plastic. Fake. Fake people doing fake things to obtain a fake promise. What? The God in the clouds told you something? Or the baby God Jesus? Or his mama Mary? Do I make sense yet? Gago. What's more important? Your machinations or this? What's more important? Your fake God? Ira on Dix, amen. Holy Mary, mother of the oligarchs. Gago. Cuba is going down. You stupid people. Stupid. When I get mad and start talking to you like that, it's for a reason, dummy. It's for a reason. I'm suffering in my own life because of you. You fake, lazy, plastic people. Your mouth's talking one way, and your brain is closed, and your heart is lost. The divine creator within your life has no direct connection to your conscious awareness. You don't know what's happening around you. You have ideas, but you don't know. I'm going to tell you a personal story about people in my life. People that, if I wouldn't have met them, I would still be lost in some bull crap in my life. Okay? Now, I'll be honest with you. These people are not the brightest light bulbs on the goddamn tree. But they're the tree. They are the most vibrant, shining example of Creator on this earth now. In the last days of your dissertation of bullshit, it's all opposite. It's not the last days, it's the beginning of a life you should be living, but you're in the world of the world. See? Everything you do is of this damn world. And you think you have an extraordinary, special way to live because you go in a church or you pray or you gave your life to this or Allah Akbar, candy bar or something. Bless his holy name. You're playing games with bullshit. Bullshit given to you thousands of years ago to keep you from being a divine creation. But now you're just a perpetuator, a vomit of repetition, vomit, diarrhea of repetition, a behavior of bullshit. I know people in my life right now. In an hour, I could go walk and talk to one. I can call one on the phone. Very learned, very astute, strong, transparent people that have a godly foundation, a knowledge that would blow your mind, a definite, if you were trying to discern someone who is gifted and endowed with creator essence, these people would be apparent. But they're like me. I don't care how special I think I am. I don't care how much I try to convince these two that I have ready access to what we could do together, unified in an innocent, open-minded, creative essence, would be a hell of a lot better than our bullshit lives chasing other shit. Chasing other shit. Now, out of us three, I'm the only fucking one that's doing something that focuses on humanity. And I think it's a piss poor goddamn excuse if you're chasing some other fucking shit when your best reward comes from you standing to get a potential glimmer of hope, a light, a choice, something they can follow for 8 billion. I don't give a fuck what you say, you useless piece of shit. Children are dying. Countries are being destroyed. Now, one of my people that I could have the blessing of communicating with them with an open mind, the motherfucker made me understand that, Syria, Palestine, Israel, it don't matter. It don't matter who dies. It don't matter. In the spiritual aspect of things, they chose it. But in the reality of it, we coexist in the motherfucker. Everything we do in this creative spark of conscious awareness either allows evil to happen or it makes a stand against it. That's another thing, good and evil. Some of you hyper-spiritual masters of nothing, ascended masters of nothing, I don't care how far you climb a mountain, I don't care how far you twinkle your fucking eyes and you think you can fly. You're still going to find your naked ass in this moment, stuck like Chuck, not doing a fucking thing to make yourself better. Now, what has happened to me with the people in my life close to me that care about me, and this is criticism, I don't give a fuck how they feel about it. I'm right. The only thing I got out of my relationship with them is my failure to be a better person in the situations of our daily goings, communicating. I have seen parts of their character that enrich me to be a better me. I wouldn't trade them for nothing in the world. And I don't care what the fuck they think about what I'm saying. I'm at that point. I don't give a shit about nothing. Because no one is standing next to me, helping me to find the inner peace, to create an awareness of problem, reaction, solution, breaking, and us actually being a shining example of accountability for the ones causing the problems. I have removed myself from life, sacrificed my commercial aspects, my values in the financial world, my status in friends. I've removed myself to a hole in the fucking wall to create a starting point of purity, a nexus point of me crossing a line where I wouldn't go back to being a useless piece of shit. Now, if you are a spiritual being claiming some higher knowledge, you're a useless piece of shit. I don't care who you pray to, who you counsel with, who the fuck you're talking to learn some mastery of some shit. The fact is, if you don't have the goddamn conscious awareness, if you don't have the attention for things like this, die, motherfucker. Die. Get the hell out of the way. Because for some reason, there's too many useless fucking people. Useless people allowing this to happen. Now I can tell you why that's happening. Another one. You see, there's a lot like this. Thousands. Yeah. Middle class Filipino families. People that have aircon, a car, a job, good job, credit cards. Yeah. People that could get on an airplane and take a vacation. Or ship and cruise. People that don't have a grounded reality of poverty. It's amazing how these people who orchestrate the problems in our life, because they know we're not going to respond to the problems with common sense and clarity, we're not going to expose what's happening, not unified. We're not going to say no. We're not going to say, CIA, it's enough. Stop bringing the shabu in the Philippines. Stop screwing around with the Malacanang elections. Comlec, get the hell out of here. Smartmatic, get the fuck. There's not enough of us that'll say a whole explanation about the moment. The people chose it. Oh, that war, Palestine. Oh, they chose it in their spiritual. Fuck you. You know, the thing is, if people are suffering and dying, they're suffering and dying. It's just not you. That's the ironic thing. It's not your goddamn ass. It's not your child that's being raped. It's not your wife that's being beaten. It's not your life. It's someone else's backyard. And you don't give a fuck. And to me, that is not really a healthy way to live. It leads to your own destruction. Especially now, when it's ironic that we should all be shedding the scales from our eyes, opening our mind, and reasoning together. Because we can live a better life than the Christ consciousness. That's what the motherfucker said himself. In that book them bastards wrote, scribed, scratched, resulted as a historical artifact of your suffering and dying because you were scared to death. Stealing, killing, destroying, that's the way religion, ways of life, spiritual bullshit was created. To keep you from being spiritually clear, living with a immortal purpose. Your purpose should be life and life itself. And after that, happiness, peace, But we shouldn't be stuck here to begin with. Out of all the research I've done, we're just a creator class of immortals living with a death mentality, stuck in a construct that we don't know how the fuck to get out. Because we're too worried about this day by day survival. We're too worried about our own bullshit, our own fears, our own ego. We don't have the humility or the reality to create a basic fucking idea. John, what's he doing? Oh shit. John's always on the same shit. John's trying to save the world. Oh, well, I think John's fucking stupid. I think I'm stupid. Because I've reached, since 2016, I've reached millions. I used to go live and have 15, 20,000 people. I used to sit in a fucking restaurant and eat chicken wings, drink a beer, and talk politics. And I had 7, 8, 9,000 people talking, chatting. Calbo, thank you, Sir John, whatever. Whatever. Don't matter what time of day or night. That lasted for about a year and a half. And then it petered down to bullshit. And then we started watching President Duterte get taken down. And now, the Philippines is being eroded to nothing because of a hero president's piece of shit son. Piece of shit son. I don't understand you. I don't understand all of you. You can be right at the verge of pain and suffering and death. And if you can squirm and stay just far enough from that reality of pain, suffering, and death, you will be, and ever so remain, a useless motherfucker. You do not respond. You do not change. You do not say, wait a minute, this is the same path that collectively we don't have any power. We don't have a goddamn bit of power. Don't you people realize that the path we're on right now, the life we're living now, started with 1, then 2, then 3, then 10, then 100, then 1,000 people agreeing that we should go this way. We should start eating our own goddamn life. That's what the Tree of Life is. The Tree of Life explanation is the way the oligarchs, the people who gave religion to you, that's the way they explain our reality of not even knowing we're immortal beings. We have the power to not be like this. We have a divine manifest destiny, but we replace it with scriptures, prayers, fear, lies, a deaf mentality, and a bunch of other shit. A plethora of other shit if it's doing it. Oh, I Ching, Chi-Chu, whatever the fuck. I don't give a shit. All I know is right now, right fucking now, the people who are on the bleeding edge of leading and breaking through suffer and die, like me. And all you lazy motherfuckers, you know what you do? You look at the problems, you revert back to your bullshit that you know, and you leave it up to your hopium. Well, God's going to handle it. We prayed. I don't know. Let's go. I know, Sir John, but it was my neighbor's daughter that was stolen, not mine. I'm just thanking God mine is not stolen. I know, Sir John, but you know what? We couldn't tell, if Bong Bong was going to serve us or not. We didn't know he would be a drug addict. Because you don't even know yourself. You don't remember I was telling you about all this stuff long ago. I was going through fights with bullshit people, like that guy in Quebec, Canada, that hog-faced looking piece of shit Filipino with the radio station. I am so fed up and so disenfranchised with the whole shit. I wish I could check out and not come back. Just disappear like a vapor and leave all of you pieces of shit to suffer. Because I don't care no more. I don't care about your excuses. I don't care about anything you say. All I'm looking for is action now. Action. Because again, I'm at a point where everything I've done is at a nexus point. My life is just showing me that I have allowed myself to cohabitate with useless fucking people. Law of attraction. I have not been wise enough in the path of my life to have the stability and the wherewithal to continue. And I'm not going to do it. They can take your children. You can learn how to talk to the dead people. You can be an ascended master of everything. I don't give a fuck anymore. Because you son of a bitches, I just got one person in my life that checks on me. And then the other one checks on me casually. But no one has the goddamn balls. No one has the fucking humility to come sit down and talk to me in here. No one. Not one motherfucker. Not one. But yet, all of them know that between us all, we have a special thing. We've basically validated that we are who we are. But right now, I'm taking it to the next level. We are who we are, but we're not doing what we should do. You know, you take and waste your time on bullshit that you think you're enriching yourself. But you need to listen to all of the bold statements in that papal bullshit, that Bible. It's ironic. The things that are stated in there that apply to you, motherfucker. Be still and know that you are God. Yeah, we're all God. Dumbasses. There's no superior being standing, tapping his foot, saying, I wish you son of a bitches would get things together. I'm gonna send you to hell. There's gonna be 70 baklava's ready, big old dicks ready to fuck you. I created all of you, but you know what? I was drunk. No, we're we're a collective of lost people. We're a collective of bullshit. A big collective of bullshit. And honestly, all we can do is stop and say, okay, yeah, let's just get a peaceful ground to stand on, and let's assess what we have. Okay? Money is the biggest stronghold on humanity. Consumerism. So that effectively has been fashioned into the Godhead, the silent God of every human's life. All of you. Even the people I'm kind of elaborating now. The ones that probably won't hear this because they're too busy doing other shit. The consumerism is the strongest force and the strongest power governing over the human's ability to see, respond, and change. Make corrective measures. Insanity. Doing the same thing again and again. Looking for different results. Hoping, crying, begging for different results. But we're just going to keep on doing it. We're going to jump right back in this fucking thing and cause trouble for ourselves. Not accepting the fact that we just did it again. Oop, I did it again. I'm stuck in the same bullshit. We have to come together and start producing. And I don't care what your view is. I really don't give a shit what your view is of this. It's a fact. Humanity's stuck into consumerism, so that, number one, is a area where we should be innovative and lead and be examples of producing for different, for better results. So, my model of doing things requires participation. You can't just talk about it, son of a bitch. You got to join and do what you got to do. You got to be active. Because it's not trying to make anyone the biggest and the best. It's giving everyone the opportunity to be the result. So we can reason together. Man, isn't that amazing? Nobody wants to. Nobody wants to. Nobody wants to come out of their little spot of whatever. Like I said, it's not their problem. It's not their child being raped. It's not their, it's not their job. They just have to stay in life and earn money, survive, so they can die. See how effective the Matrix is? Wow. What I'm doing is a factual, tested reality. You can't fight with me, you can't argue with me until humans learn to shut the fuck up and take and have the courage to face their own situation. We're all going to shit. Because it's our shit. You can't stand in it and smile and have peace. The social pressures are going to be so prevalent. I won't be here. I won't desire to stand here and watch all of you suffer and try to figure a way to have a nexus point where you actually start doing something different. Some of you should really be grateful for what I'm doing. Because you know what? It's the only way out. The only way for us to change this reality is to be with a different mentality, a different way of doing things, and collectively kind of help each other, reason together. Because the people who wrote all of these ways of life, these religions, they know the beginning and the end and everything in the middle. And you smart motherfuckers, with all your damn ideas to keep you from being attentive and really purging into more of you, you're the biggest problem. I figured that shit out. You're the biggest goddamn problem. The ones who always have something to do, always don't, they'll fight with you. If they even sense you're trying to come in and give them some advice, they'll say, don't you use that tone of voice with me. I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can suffer and die as far as I'm concerned. I need to have no attachment, no mental nothing to anybody. Because, all I can see is I'm the only goddamn person I know in my life that sees and responds the way I do. It's a fucking sad reality, too. I've been judged for speaking the truth, for living the truth, for being the truth. I've been judged. I've been judged by the ones who followed me and loved me and said thank you and all this. But I wish I'd have had the mentality I have now back then. I'd have been telling the people who were following me and being my fans, whatever. I said, I don't give a shit about it. Well, I was, but I didn't have the foundation I have now. I wish I could have told them what to do back then. I could have told them, here, take it to your own backyard, take it to your mirror of your life. You better figure yourself out, because we're at a point where if we don't do something together, we're not going to do nothing together. The reason we should be motivated to work together and learn together and respond together and change together is together we've been maintaining each other's suffering. Together we have been maintaining each other's excuses. Together we have been maintaining each other's ego, fear, innocence. We have been collectively our own biggest problem at all levels. Now, if the people in my life wake up and knock on the door of my life and say, hey, okay, I'm ready, let's have a round table. Let's move together forward. Good. If not, I don't care. I'm tired of crying. I'm tired of depression. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of insulting people. I'm tired of watching this collective of lost, dead, useless people add to the expedition of the nature of this whole problem. We're going through times right now where if just a small group of people stood and did the right thing, we would exponentially power a larger step forward. That's a fact. We're losing precious moments right now because some of the most powerful, learned, loving, humble people are caught in their own little problems, their own little ideas of what's important and what's not. And they're not collectively co-creating even the essence of a way out, as an example. You see how fucked up that is? And the sad thing about this whole thing? Everything I'm doing is to help the people in my life. Give them a platform and a stage to go forward. They watch me day after day in my own way. They watch me continue to work on this thing. Continue to try to make it come to fruition. They watch me over and over again. They don't participate. They help on the outside. They help the charity case called John. They step in and out of my life. They ask me, oh, well, what about this? Because, certain things about me, if my life can mature to being an example of production, human values, leading the way, everybody that's part of this wins. We become the proverbial leaders of society. In our humility, in our shamanistic ways, we can have the wise, benevolent ability to peer through the bamboo and the cracks and watch humanity have the greatest production of life ever. Because I know we exit this reality within this 1,000 years. I know this for a fact. I know how we got to this point. It's been verified by a close friend of mine who's just like me. And we still can't find a way to find our dick in our nuts. We still can't find it. I know I can't. I can complain and talk because I'm trying to motivate people who are like me to be like-minded so we can facilitate change. By example, I know one, he's ready. I hope he comes. I'm not going to beg him. I'm not going to say, hey. But that's been used as an example for me. People have watched me fall on my ass and live in pain because they think it's a fucking lesson I'm supposed to learn. Fuck you. Fuck you. We're not all supposed to learn on our own because we didn't get screwed up on our own. We followed a path of destruction and death and evil perpetuated by our forefathers because their forefathers didn't know, and here we call this the generational curse. Well, you know what's sad and exciting at the same time? All of you that know about the generational curse and you don't do nothing about it, you're the ones that's going to be hurt the most. It's going to be a novelty to let me see your life going to shit. All of you people who know the truth but don't do nothing. Just like the children being taken. Hundreds of years, thousands of years, the elite of this world have stolen, killed, and destroyed the innocence of this world. And not one of you motherfuckers did anything about it. You're not doing nothing about it now, and I doubt you'll do anything about it until they take your child or your wife or you, mister, and they'll fuck you in the ass with a lot of baby oil and dildos, right? See how it's in the news? The evil elite will sacrifice their own to show you and validate the rumors are true. But you know what's amazing? All the ones who talked about it, all the ones who fought to expose it, they disappear. All the ones who should be in the bright lights saying, I told you guys, the only way we can change this is to point our finger at the big nest of power like Washington and London and say enough's enough, stop. But we don't come together. So, ever so be it an expedient option or a plan for you to be abused, sodomized, raped, and killed. Maybe you should be given the things you know about as a reality. So people like me can see a world without useless pieces of shit stopping an ascension, an awakening, a change from manifesting. At all levels, participating in ignorance, the people with the least knowledge have the most power. And that's the only hope I have, is reaching people who have no experience with the truth. Reaching people who have no lifelong desires to lead the masses to the way out. I'm just amazed that there's so many of us that have such a deep affirmation of what's going on, such a clarity. We don't come together. And we won't. Because the biggest problem people have is being a coward, being a liar, being scared. Most people that speak the most about things that should be done, like having the answers, spiritual realities, that's the ones with the biggest problems. I don't have to talk 24/7 about what I know and what I don't know. All I do is show the fact that it's always upside down and backwards. When you think you got the knowledge, you think it's the way out, it's not. It's just another trap. The only way out is you. You're the responsible one. You're the one doing the evil to yourself. You're the one participating with what's keeping you back. And you're the one who doesn't have the courage to stop, open your mind, open your eyes, and reason with people like you. No one. No one has the courage to be innovative and a trendsetter. To stand in the limelight and say, "Hi, how are you doing?" No one. I'll do it. But for some reason it takes agreement. It takes someone standing by you. Because the power of one in this world is not allowed to lead the masses. Because that'll probably be an egoic death march. You know, we have to stand together in humility for the children, for the ignorant, for the lost, for the suffering. We have to stand for them, not like some messiahs, but as some vibrant stars of hope. We have to take action. I don't care how you feel, how you butt hurt about how I talk. The truth is the truth, dummy. Some of you are you're so fast to say how I have a bad way of saying things. I don't care. I just know that I'm right. And I know that I can't come into any dialogue with you that'll bind me and pull me in your direction. Because it's not right for me to be in your direction, but it's right for us to go in the right direction together. To change. Line by line, precept by precept. We have to disconnect from this matrix of bullshit, and we have to create freedom. We have to create vibrant, beautiful love again. We have to create the ability to stand. And even if people are judging us as selfish in our abundance, there's nothing wrong with your storehouse. Nothing wrong with you saying no to people suffering, especially if their biggest thing would be you enabling them. If you help someone that could be helping themselves, you're killing them. That's a fact. That's why I don't ask for help now. I'd rather die in my own foolishness than have somebody help me die. But boy, if people could come together and we could produce results together, then I can start living good. I'd have a balanced life. I would have a mental clarity, a reassurance that I'm doing the right thing. I would see in the eyes and the lives of people in my close sphere of influence. I would watch them become vibrant stars of example. I would watch their greatness, and it would make me feel like I'm rewarded for what I've lived. I just want people to change. I want the world to have an opportunity to do the right thing. I want the evil leaders of the world to bow their knee and, accept being real. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see everyone on the same sheet of music, just being good people. Because we're all divinely endowed to love, live, and change. And until you do that, you're the problem. So, stop. Take a look around you. You better start thinking. Because while you have a chance, you can start producing results economically that give you your human values back. And if you don't, I promise you, as this shirt is red, your life will be bloody. Because the last stage of existence in this world, if we can't take the power of money out of our life, the last stage of existence is a deadly, painful life. And most of you want that. Most of you don't want to participate in the good things that'll create a harvest, because you want to eat off of the ones who have the divine purpose. You're just a coward. You're just a little bitty, useless coward. You've been blessed with so much, but you do so little. So, they're taking children in the Philippines by record numbers. You've got a drug addict president, and you don't care. You don't give a shit. And you'll probably judge me for what I'm saying, and you won't listen. There comes a day where if we start choosing the right thing, and we start responding the right way, we don't have to talk about the bad things, because we're too busy doing good things. And we're too busy growing and being that example, being the living epistles of men. So y'all better wake up, because you've had someone like me share reality.